Since December of last year, ChatGPT has taken the internet by storm. So in this week's video, I'm gonna do something completely different and fun. I'm going to be reacting to ChatGPT's answers to your most frequently asked questions about living in Northern Virginia. Will I agree or will I disagree? Well, we're about to find out because we're getting started right now. Boom! Hey everybody, it's David, your favorite realtor. As always, you know it's another beautiful day right here in Northern Virginia. If it's your first time here on my channel, please do me a favor. Hit that subscribe button because every week I release videos what's like to live, work, play, pros and cons, top neighborhoods, cost of living, basically everything that you need to know about living right here in Northern Virginia. So if you've been anywhere on YouTube or any news articles over the past couple months, I'm sure ChatGPT has popped up on your screen. And if you have not heard of ChatGPT, that is all right. ChatGPT is an artificial intelligence. So it's a free service. All you do is go to openai.com, create an account, and then you go to like a chat style search bar and type in any question that you have. And then ChatGPT is gonna spit out an answer. And the crazy thing is, it's gonna seem like there's a real person at the other end typing the answer in. It is so surreal. So how smart is ChatGPT? Well, I'm gonna put it to the test right now. I'm gonna ask it some of the most common questions that I get about living right here in Northern Virginia. And then I'll kind of react to it and share with you my personal answer. So let's see how accurate ChatGPT really is. So again, you go to like the search bar, type in your question, and our first question is, what is the best place to live in Northern Virginia? And this is what ChatGPT spits out. There are many great places to live in Northern Virginia, and the best one for you will depend on your specific needs and preferences. Some popular options include Arlington, Alexandria, Reston. Arlington is known for proximity to DC and its vibrant nightlife and dining scene. Alexandria is going to be a historic city with a charming old town and a variety of shops and restaurants. Reston is a planned community with a strong focus on outdoor recreation and high quality of life. Ultimately, the best place for you to live in Northern Virginia will depend on your budget, lifestyle, and desired amenities. So the crazy thing about ChatGPT is I've asked this question probably like 4 or 5 different times over the past couple of days prepping for this video, and I get like 4 or 5 different answers. So it actually is a very smart AI. So I can only imagine what the technology is going to be like 3, 4, 5 years from now. I literally may not even have to do YouTube videos anymore. I'll probably just type it in, it'll just make a whole YouTube video for me. But I actually agree with it. It just kind of went over a few towns that are great places to live, but ultimately, where you want to live in Northern Virginia, it's going to be up to you. Your budget, your lifestyle, where are you going to work at? Are you single or do you have a family of 5? All of these factors are really going to determine what's the best place for you to live. So it's kind of hard to answer this question because everybody's needs can be a little bit different. But I have to say ChatGPT answered this question fantastically. Now the next question is, what is the traffic like in Northern Virginia? Traffic in Northern Virginia can vary depending on the time of day and location. During rush hour, traffic is typically heavy on major roads such as 95, 66, and the Capital Beltway. There are also several hotspots for traffic congestion. However, traffic conditions can also vary depending on the day of the week and special events happening in the area. So ChatGPT was pretty spot on with this answer. 66, 95, and 495, which is the Capital Beltway. Traffic is a nightmare on those 3 major highways. Big time. But one thing it doesn't say, and obviously it's just spitting a 1-paragraph answer, is Loudoun County's traffic is way less compared to like Fairfax or Arlington. Rule of thumb is the closer you get to DC, the more the traffic is. And I talked a lot about traffic in other videos, but I gotta give ChatGPT its credit. So far, it is answering this question a lot better than I anticipated. So the next question is, what is the number 1 tip you can give me for relocating to Northern Virginia? This is a great question. One tip for relocating to Northern Virginia would be to research the different neighborhoods and towns in the area to find the best fit for your lifestyle and needs. Northern Virginia is a large and diverse region, and the cost of living, crime rates, and amenities can vary greatly from one area to another. Additionally, it is a good idea to visit the area and explore before making a final decision. I literally could not have answered this any better. My number 1 tip when folks like you reach out to me saying they're relocating to the area is I say come, visit the area, do a scouting trip, and that way you can find out a few things. A, you can pinpoint some neighborhoods that you actually really love. And secondly, just as important, you can pinpoint some areas that you have no desire to live in. Not to mention, Northern Virginia, it is not for everybody. Last thing you want to do is relocate here from another state and you never did do that scouting trip and you move here and you instantly regret it. So literally ChatGPT knocked this one out of the park. So don't just listen to me, also listen to ChatGPT. If you're moving to Northern Virginia, our number one tip is come here for a weekend scouting trip. Now the next frequently asked question is, how are the schools in Northern Virginia? The schools in Northern Virginia vary in quality and reputation. Some school districts, such as Fairfax County Public Schools, are highly rated and have a reputation for academic excellence. Other school districts may not have the same level of resources and may not be as highly rated. It is important to research and investigate the specific schools and school districts in Northern Virginia's area to determine which may be the best fit for your needs. So another win for ChatGPT. This was a great answer. Yes, overall, a lot of great school districts here in Northern Virginia, especially Fairfax County, Loudoun County, and Arlington County. But like I always say this, and ChatGPT is literally saying the same thing. Do your own research. Don't just listen to me because I'm on YouTube. Because a certain school district may be a great fit for your kid or it may not. So that's why you always want to do your research for your kid's specific needs. Now the next question is, what is the best part about living in Northern Virginia? There are many positive aspects of living in Northern Virginia, but it can vary depending on the individual's perspective. Some people enjoy the close proximity to the nation's capital. Others appreciate the area's diverse job market and strong economy. Additionally, Northern Virginia is known for its excellent schools, diverse population, and variety of outdoor activities. So I do have to agree with ChatGPT on this one, but if I was to answer this myself and what I think is the best part about living in Northern Virginia, it's gonna be a few things. One, the career opportunities here are unlimited. Two, a world-class education system. And three, I believe it's a fantastic place to raise a family. Now the next question is, what is the biggest con of living in Northern Virginia? One of the biggest cons of living in Northern Virginia is the high cost of living, especially with housing. Northern Virginia is considered one of the most expensive areas to live in the US, and the housing market can be very competitive. Additionally, traffic can be a problem in certain areas. So I've probably said this a million times in my videos. Hands down, the biggest con of the area is the high cost of living, especially with the housing, which is exactly what ChatGPT said. The average sales price of a house here in Northern Virginia, right around $700,000. That makes it one of the most expensive areas in the whole country. So you have to be prepared for the high cost of living when moving to Northern Virginia. Because if you're not prepared for it, it can make your life a lot more stressful than it needs to be. But I have to say, I 100% agree with ChatGPT on this one. The biggest con of living here is the high cost of living. So let's do a real quick bonus question. Should I subscribe to David Massey's Living in Northern Virginia YouTube channel? I am an AI and do not have the ability to make personal recommendations. However, if you are interested in learning about living in Northern Virginia, subscribing to the channel might be a good idea. You can also watch a few videos from the channel and see if you find the content informative and enjoyable before deciding to subscribe. So it's not a full-fledged recommendation from ChatGPT about subscribing to my channel, but you know what? Take my word from it. If you want to learn more about living in Northern Virginia, hit that subscribe button. So again, I just want to do something fun and different for this week's video. And ChatGPT, it is a crazy technology. It's far from perfect, it's brand new, but I just can't imagine what it's gonna be like 3, 4, 5 years down the road. But if you wanna learn more about living right here in Northern Virginia, check out these videos right here. They're gonna be a great way to continue your research, and I'll see you on the next video.